Well, so far travelled 500 kilometres today. Still got a little way to go before I pull up stumps for the day, but I've just pulled over at the side of the road here because it's time to get dinner on, so I can be cooking while I keep driving. Okay, so this little oven I've got is 12 volts, so I can plug it in while we're driving. So that beef strog needs to slow cook, and hopefully it'll be nice and tender by the time we set up camp. Beautiful. We're now officially on the Carpentaria Highway heading due east. I've got dinner slow cooking in the 12 volt oven in the back, right next to the icy cold beers in the fridge. And we've got just over an hour before we get to the spot where I want to roll out the swag for the night. I want to get there before the sun goes down because I think we'll get some pretty spectacular drone shots there. Just about to run out of light, so I've got to make this quick. Obviously made it before sunset, got the drone up, which was cool. Sun is completely set now. Just the last of the ambient light. But over here, this is camp for the night. Got the old swag, pumped up the air mattress. Got dinner cooked over here, beef strog. So yeah, eating like a king, got a few cold beers, and then yeah, jump in the sack and have a very comfortable night's sleep. Yes, we do get cold here in the Northern Territory. It would have to be like 10 degrees right now. It is so cold. Just keeping it simple this morning. Got me Wheat Bix for breakfast. Got me pot of water on. Having some coffee. Just waiting for that sun to come up. God damn it, would you take a look at that? Oh man. Still got the moon up there too, big full moon last night. It was a concern. Weird stuff usually happens on full moons. Out here in the middle of nowhere, 100 kilometers in any direction to the nearest civilization, and I was by myself. Gotta tell you, it's a different experience. Any noise that you hear during the night, you're like, oh, what was that? Is it a pack of dingoes or a buffalo? Or... But look, I survived. Well, that's the camp spot all packed up. Look, let's hit the road. Well, welcome to part one of the Gulf. The Gulf obviously being the Gulf of Carpentaria, down near where I used to live. It's been over a year since I've been down for a trip, so I've been looking forward to this one. We're going to do some fishing around the islands, in the river, up the creeks, and a few bits and pieces in between. So I've got just a couple of hours left before I get there, and I just hope the rest of the crew is out of bed and as excited as I am. Looking over to Ash's house over there, and I don't see any movement. No, I'm gonna head straight down to Bullfrog's place. I reckon there's a very good chance that's where they'll be. What's going on there? What does that say? Life members only. Well, lucky I'm a life member. So Ash and Bullfrog have been down here since early this morning. I just needed to follow the smoke signals. Oh, there's the boys. Just recently, the boys have been perfecting the beef brisket in the smoker. You're a stallion, Froggy. It takes all day to cook. So it's a great excuse to knock back a few beers and make some plans for the coming week. It is cooking slowly. We can confirm. We say good day to a few familiar faces who pop in. You all remember Brett, the Emperor of North Island. We'll be heading out there later in this trip. I'm living the dream, mate.
Oh, mate, yeah, it's all good.
Tally or can?
Tally, mate. What show is this?
What show? Oh, yeah.
How is that even a question? Bloody champion, look at that. Big champion.
The brisket is still very slow cooking away, which is exactly what it's meant to be doing. And what's our plans for the next few hours, mate? Just
Tallies.
Tallies? Oh my God.
Oh,
is it midday yet?
Just after. Just gone, mate.
Are you So now it's time to talk hardware. We've got Ash's big boat, 5 o'clock somewhere, already in the water. We'll be loading her up in a couple of days' time to head out to the islands. Then on the right, we've got a little tinny Bullfrog just bought recently. He suggests I take it for a spin. It's stable as.
Stable as.
Man, what is this? What is this sorcery? Six. That's the amount of times I almost died. It's so flighty, man. This is dangerous. Froggy, you're gonna die.
It's a bit twitchy, though.
It's a bit twitchy, though. Oh my God. Oh, yeah, I'd love to. Thanks, mate. We've got time to quickly check how the smoke is going. Stop it. And I would say looking exactly on schedule.
Oh, perfect, mate. 8 hours to go.
But there's still one boat missing. It's the punt. And that's the boat we plan on taking barra fishing in the morning. So Ash and I head over to his house to launch the punt and park her out the front of Bullfrog's overnight. But it currently has some battery issues. We'll need to sort them out before our first little trip out tomorrow morning. So our first little trip out tomorrow morning is going to be in the punt. This big bad boy here. Ashley Elizabeth just struggling a little bit with his nuts. All right, what do we need here? Let's go. Yep. Don't tell Steve we nicked the battery out of his car. Thanks, Steve. So we're going to get it in the water now. We're ready for the big journey tomorrow AM. Ash has just repowered the punt with a 50 horsepower outboard. The new Yammy is unbelievable. Oh, the new Yammy is unbelievable. As you'd expect, I'm recording these voiceovers at home a week after I got back from this trip. And it's really weird to watch because this is the moment I met the mad mullet for the first time.
How's it going, mate?
It feels like I've known him forever.
And Mikey, that's mullet.
Nice to meet you, mate.
You're going to be seeing a lot more of him throughout this series. He's one of the professional crabbers that work this area, which also includes Alex, that I've known for a long time.
What's up, big fella?
Hello! How you doing, mate? Come here.
You drove past me before? That big gun.
Yeah, in this, yeah, we just launched it. Alright, see you in a minute.
Time to steam back to Frog's Hollow and rest this brisket.
We've just been upstream a few houses, rusted up a few more punters. Got the brisket resting away in the smoker. And now it's time just to relax. Yes, awesome way to end day 2. Slow cooked brisket on the smoker with some homemade coleslaw. I sound like a
Alright, that's day 2 done and dusted. Let's skip forward to day 3 where we're packing the punt for our day out up the creek barramundi fishing.
Well, our plan this morning is to start off slow. We are going to go fishing, but we're going to just do a bit of a breakfast trip. Just go up a little creek we know up here and have a few flicks, maybe a bit of a troll for barra. I've got some good news and some bad news. The bad news is we need to wait a couple of hours for enough water to get the boat up over the rocks. The good news? Well, I'm not sure you could get a nicer spot. All we've got to do now is get some bait and throw a line in while we cook breakfast. Barramundi lollies. Yes. A little bit of breakfast on the menu. I think it's bacon and eggs. So we've got the fire set up. Got the punt sitting there, ready to go. Look at this. Yes. Oh. Thanks, mate. Yes. Once a little bit more water comes in, we'll be pushing this boat up through the rock bar. And there's some very big reasons hanging around that proves this isn't the best idea we've ever come up with. This is where the adventure truly begins. If we can make it across, we'll be fishing in water that sees no more than a handful of boats per year. So this here is the track we're taking, and it's just the first of 4 sections that we'll have to get out of the boat and push through. There's no room for mucking around here. We know that several crocodiles live at this rock bar, but we're really lucky today that the water is crystal clear so we can see what's in front of us and behind us. On the right, Ash will drive through that, no drums. You're not right, Ash.
Bloody oath, mate. Yamaha. Just choose through the rocks.
We bought, choose through. We bought a spare prop, I see.
We're gonna have to go to the right of this one, you reckon, or the left?
Left, yep. Yep. I can't really see. No, yeah, we got left is it over here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to jump out here.
We make it to the final obstacle and celebrate the win.
What does?
Well, I suggest we have a beer in the
shade. Yeah, good call. Good call.
Finally, it's time to do some fishing.
Yeah. Oh, he's on, Barra.
Yes, I did.
No, it's a rat, man. Still. Would you look at the colour of that? Yes, Ash. That's unbelievable. A spot we haven't been to in 2 years. He always said it always produces, and then what, your third cast?
That's it, mate.
Still got it, Ash.
Still got it. But once you unhook, I'll get you to hold him up in a second.
Yeah.
Look, it's what we came here for, barramundi.
Not quite the size we wanted, but still nice fish all the same.
Oh, nice.
Shows that
They're beautiful, eh?
they're there.
Unreal.
We'll put him back and try and get another one, eh?
Sounds good, mate. See you, bros. Right, this one seems a little bit bigger. Hasn't jumped yet. It's a tiny barra hooked around a snag. Wow. Oh, gone. Oh, I think you would have seen it on camera. So there's
3 from 3.
Oh, what? Yeah, all right. So Ash has been using a vibe. I've just converted. Whoa, big shark eating the barra.
Oh, what?
Oh, another shark.
What? Oh no! Up in the middle of the fresh water.
What? Okay, that was 2 bull sharks that just smashed Ash's little rat barra.
Just too exciting to be lying down.
Okay, that was crazy. So if we hook up to a good barra, get it in the boat real quick.
Oh.
Yep, big.
Oh, yes. Are you filming?
Yep, I think so. It's not big. I don't know, actually. But it was a good little hit. Could be a shark. It's a barra. It's a barra. It just came to the top like a barra would. Haven't seen it yet, but it felt like barra. I think it's not bad.
On the vibe too, eh?
Yeah, I just converted.
Quick change of lure and straight up.
It's a barra. It's a barra.
Nice barra too. Nice barra.
Yes. Please tell me I'm filming.
Nice
and
barra.
Ash is filming. Yes. And you got the side one. You guys are legends.
Nice barra, Mikey.
So watch out for those sharks, eh? Hey, Froggy, just reach in and grab that barrel.
Oh, yeah, big shark behind him. Big shark behind him.
Oh, yep. Get off him. We're just going to have to real big. Oh, he's only just hooked.
Yeah, I'll try and grab him if you want.
Okay, I've got the leader. Unorthodox, but it's in the boat. Yes. Thanks, Ash.
He's works to get me. Oh no, look at that. Nice.
Yes, Froggy.
You right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Unreal. Look at that.
That is so good.
65?
Yeah, pushing, yeah.
63. You bloody ripper.
Nice work, mate.
Oh, he's so silver.
Oh, how good's that?
Well, we reckon we just had a little discussion off camera and we decided that the bull sharks will almost certainly eat this guy if we release him. So we're going to keep him and do a bit of a cook up maybe tomorrow, boys. What do you reckon?
Absolutely, mate.
Yes.
Just makes the whole thing worthwhile pushing through the rock bar and fucking...
That's right, yeah. Yeah, we'd definitely have our tail between our legs if we went back with nothing. Interesting, just for information, that so you caught your fish, your little, that tiny barra.
Yeah. Sharks
came and ate it. 2 seconds later, I still hooked up to a decent barra.
Yeah.
So it's not as if the sharks have scared them off or the smell or the...
No. Oh, yep.
Yes. Get mine out of the way. Come on, Ash.
Doesn't really feel like a barra, but it could be, yeah, it's a barra, really. Yep.
Yeah, little barra.
Yes. Upgrade.
Very minor.
Oi! That's how well he was hooked. Let me grab him for you. Nice one, mate. Can we just quickly chuck him back?
Yep, send it, mate. Send it. Give him a chance.
Give him a half a chance against these sharks. Oh, he's already swum away pretty quick. There you go. Had that camera rolling for the hookup.
Oh, nice.
He's cut me there. The gill raker. See a flat spot?
Yeah.
So it's actually sliced it, like shaved a piece of my skin off. Well, it's good to be back in Gulf country. It's been a big couple of days, but it all becomes worthwhile when you actually get some fish. But this is still just the start of the trip. This is the end of part 1. We have a lot planned for the next few days, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video. Alright, how's that?
Not too bad.
Oh, too bad, right? If you're new around here and enjoyed part 1, then you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you don't miss out on part 2. We get to do some blue water fishing and visit the crabbers for a night at their camp, and then we head out to the islands for a couple of nights. I can't wait to share it with you. In part 1 of the series, I drove 1,000 kilometres from Darwin to King Ash Bay in the Gulf of Carpentaria. I caught up with Ash and Bullfrog and spent about 10 hours watching this brisket cook in the smoker. After getting my sea legs, the next day we headed upstream in the punt and bush bashed our way up over a rock bar to our favourite fishing spot. Now that we're all caught up, we join part 2 mid-morning on day 4, packing the essentials into the boat. Is that the rum, is it?
Yeah.
Coconut I picked from my front yard at home. We'll see you later on. Hey Ash.
I think it is.
Wilson!
Well, the plan for this afternoon is to head down the river, down to the Davies Channel. We're going to go visit the crabbers, maybe spend the night there, cook up a big feed, and do some fishing, hopefully some night fishing. Alrighty, boat's free, we're good to go, boys. Reached our destination for today. Alright, so there's a few crabber shacks down here in the Davies Channel. Professional crabbers that go out crabbing for a living. No one home at the moment, obviously working. We're come to visit. Let's maybe unload some stuff and then go for a look out the front.
Yep, let's do it, mate.
I'm
Make it
in.
happen.
Reckon, Froggy?
Copy that.
Copy that. Oh, look at this. Few tarps on the roof, fridge and freezers, comfortable place to sleep. Look at that, little kitchen and everything. I think that's the full tour of the whole place. So where we sleep, so that's my swag. So where are we? We're sleeping down the back, in the bedroom. Oh, it only got me in the face.
Oh, you got the hook?
I'm hooked up too.
Look at this. Me and Bullfrog, we bring swags, right? Ash brings a single bed. Oh man. Look at this, he probably can't hear him. He's yelling out from down the end saying, oh look, I've got brand new sheets, brand new quilt. Look at it.
Full commitment.
He's full committed.
Bit of a donation to the camp, eh?
You're a Mother Teresa, mate.
Well, you see the hospital bills.
Oh, yes. Oh, man. I'll get the drone up later on when the sun's setting and you'll see how ridiculous this is where we're camping tonight. Soon after we've made ourselves at home, Alex and Mullet arrive back at camp after working their crab pots for the day. We get to check out their catch a little later on, but for now I jump in with Alex. There's a massive groper that hangs around every time he washes his boat out. There you go, man. We've already made ourselves at home.
Yeah, all good, no drama. I'll get a quick cigarette, wash the boat down. I'll get you to come with me if you want some footage of the groper.
Yeah, rightio.
Yeah, because he like every time I wash my boat and that, I feed him. Mullet's not far away, he's just around the corner there.
Oh, yeah. Crab out. Hey, Poochie.
Just watch that part there.
Whoa, don't stand on that. Sorry, mate. Hey, Poochie. All right. I'm now on the crab boat. Old Mad Mullet over there. He's just arrived home. Hey, Poochie. Hey, Jesse. There's this big groper that is quite friendly that comes in real close. We've seen him a few times. Oh man, he must be 6 feet. I'm 6'3". Oh. Okay, this camera goes underwater. We're going to try and get him in close and hopefully get some good footage.
You got cameras, dude. They got cameras for you.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god. Mullet had a small shark that drowned in one of his crab pots today. He came up with a plan to lure the groper in by tying a rope around the shark and the other end around his wrist.
That's why I saved that back flipper for the tail of that. Oh! God! F***ingly dragged me in the water!
And that was the last we saw of the groper for the day. That was a great idea, putting that thing on a rope, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mullet gives us a behind-the-scenes tour of the crab shack, starting with the crab room. Holy f***ing.
Stacked up nice and neat, ready for market.
Yeah, rightio. So you'll take them in town this Sunday, and then they'll be live crabs in restaurants in Melbourne.
Yep.
2 days later or something.
Yep, within like Tuesday, Wednesday, that's it.
Coconut.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Next, he takes us out the back for a history lesson.
You take a picture of heaps of like those cockle shells up here.
There are big piles of shells that are all concentrated in one area. This was obviously a spot that was chosen to sit and have a feed by generations of Indigenous people. There's a name for these, Ash. What is it?
Cockles.
Yeah, but like a pile of these. I'm sure there's like a... Middens. Shell middens can be found in coastal locations across Australia. They're not uncommon, but it's certainly not something you see every day. 1,000 years ago, Indigenous people were here. And they sat here eating the meat out of these shells.
There's a few of those little, what do you call them? Like those cone shells and that here too?
Yeah, long bomb.
Long
This
bombs,
one.
yeah. There's
Long
heaps of
bomb.
them too, yeah.
Long bomb.
Yeah. Big mud
mud whopper.
What'd you call it? A
Mindy wobber.
Mindy wobber.
Yeah, they live in the mud, and at high tide, when the tide comes in, they feed off all the mud and that. Yeah, you find them everywhere in the mangroves. Once you look for them, once you find one, you'll see heaps every time.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, massive, like a big mussel. Yeah, good feed for them.
We head back into camp. It's a 2-course dinner tonight. Mullet is getting the fire started to cook some crab on the camp oven later on, while Alex is creating a feast of pork and rice in the kitchen. What's going on, Chefy?
Pork, dude. Pork night. I'm sick of eating bloody fish and crab, eh?
That smells incredible. Where did you actually learn to cook?
My mommy.
Yeah, rightio.
Pretty cool for mullet, you know. So mum gave me mullet, and I've rocked with mullet for about 7 years, and that was my nickname going through.
So your mum gave you the nickname Mullet, or just the
Mum
haircut?
just gave me the haircut, you know, like, yeah. That's what I told Alex, like if I show and I rock the mallet again, I'll shoot it, you know, like be like a big one, you know, be like a bum slap, you know, like down here.
I can tell by my voice that I've already had way too much beer. So better get that drone up for a look around before we head back down to the boats for some fishing and crabs. Oh, Ash is on. Let me point the camera, point the camera. Alex is saying, I hope it's a catfish. What do you got? Another cod. Oh, yeah. As far as the creek goes, a nice little cod, eh? Heaps of people would keep that.
Oh yeah. Nothing wrong with that, eh?
Good, mate. Black spot cod.
Nice little fish, eh?
Hell yeah.
The boat. Not bad.
Considering
the beer, bloody doing nothing basically.
That's unbelievable. Okay, so you caught that, and here we are at camp.
Yeah.
Four frogs are sitting there drinking beer. These boys are both working their asses off.
Yeah, tying up crab, you know.
Mullet, tying up crab. Alex over there, tying up crab.
Keep having fun.
And Ashley absolutely smashing it with the cod off the back of the boat. Oh, man. I have not even had one cast, and he's already hooked up to another one. What do we got?
Cod.
Oh, you're joking.
No.
Is that one bigger? That's a little bit bigger.
It's a gold spot,
It's
two
a-
different species. Living the dream.
Ash has been absolutely slaying the cod since we got here. He even started insisting we call him the cod father. Black spot.
Oh, he is too, sorry. Fading light, mate, you know.
Yeah, fading light. Understandable. Another black spot. 2 in 2 casts.
Bloody beautiful.
Look at this, man. They are incredibly looking fish.
He smashed it. He did smash it.
Nice little cod, Ashley. Ash is flicking lures over this side of the boat.
Yeah, getting the mixed
on
bag
his,
today.
on his boat. And then I'm standing in Mullet's boat.
Yep, mixing it up.
And then Alex is over there doing a wee on his boat.
I'm doing a wee-wee.
Doing wee-wees. He is processing crabs though.
Yeah.
Wait till you see the footage of how fast he can tie him. It was really interesting seeing how much work was involved for these professional crabbers. Physically catching the crabs is just half the job. They need to be measured, tested, tied and sorted. Well, what do I mean by tested? In this time lapse, you can see Alex throwing the odd crab off the side. These are the crabs that are empty. A little later on, Mullet's going to explain more about that one. I was talking some nonsense to the camera when Ash, the cod father, hooks onto the biggest fish of the day.
Yep.
Oh, Ash is on. Look at that, I was filming too.
Oh, good fish. Oh, pulling hard.
Oh, no, you got no hope of keeping that.
Ash, hold him. Turn him.
You turned him.
Turn him.
That's the biggest bend in that rod I've seen today.
That's a nice fish. Might have to trim your motor up. Get a whole prop one, eh? New one. Oh,
Wow.
Man, the head shake. Oh, it could be a meter here. Oh. Ash, come on. Play him out.
Right, I gotta stop working for
Hold up. I'm trying my motor right up.
Giving him grief.
Bloody oath. You want your motors up or what?
Oh,
joking.
Where's your lip
Big
grips?
cod.
Where's your lip grip there? Hold up.
Oh, good God. You got him? Yes.
Holy dude. Easy goer. Thank the mother for the rabbit.
Yeah, well, it did not fight like a cod, hey. No, it went.
No, I thought it could have been a good barra, but.
Oh, nice cod. Yes.
Hey, what about the poor
Nice
boys
guy.
working here? Hey,
Poor boys working in the back.
come on now.
These guys still tying crab over here.
If you're this far into the video, I'd love you to hit that thumbs up button. If this fish isn't worth a like, then I'm not sure what is. And quick side topic, this isn't even the biggest cod that he catches on the trip, but you're gonna have to wait till part 3 or 4 for that one. Not wanting to be outfished in his own front yard, Mullet takes a break from tying crabs and shows us how easy it is to catch a barramundi.
The bad Trimby.
Off, mullet.
Oh,
Yes. Yes.
oh, that's
Thank you,
crazy.
Lord. Ah, yeah.
Bring it up. Bring it in the boat.
Yeah, please.
Jesse, back.
Yep.
There's a net.
The
Oh,
self
you are
landing.
kidding me, are
Self
you?
landing. Come on. Up.
Yes!
Thank your mother for the rabbits, hey?
Yes, you did. Oi, watch her. She might hook herself.
No, you're right. Jesse.
Oh, yeah, man.
Good cast. No worries.
That's unreal, man. And look at this. The moon's just popped up.
Yep.
Just over there.
Like a true professional, Mullet celebrates his catch in the classiest way he knows how.
Ah, look at that. That's him.
What a good boy.
Thank you very much, hey. Give him a scratch, hey. Oh, good boy. Oh, we love the belly rubs, hey. So this crab here, right? We just grabbed him out of the well and we put him upside down here. You can see there's a 6-pack underneath there. You press on 1, you press on 2. If that's no good, you know, if it's soft, it's no good. But that crab there has to go back into the wild. He's empty.
So what, you categorise these? Is that called a B grade or is that like a C
No,
or
well,
D?
that's pretty much empty. That's no good. We can't keep that because if you leave him in your basket for 3 or 4 days, he dies because he doesn't have enough energy, enough meat to store in there. He's used up all his energy looking for food all through the rock bar or sandbar or wherever he come from, you know?
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, no, good crab, eh?
So what's the plan? What do you do with him right now?
With him, right, we say good night, have a good swim, and we'll see you next time. Gone.
Oh, that's unbelievable. It's about 10 p.m, so we're all pretty keen for a feed. So Mullet's going to put on a few crabs tonight.
Mullet's going to put on a few crabs tonight. We're just going to boil a few crabs we caught previously today. So I'm just going to put them into a fresh water. So I'm going to steam them for about 9 minutes. We've got a couple of good claws here now. Even Alex gave us a bit of a sponsor tonight too. So I'll just put them into the hot fresh water. Watch out there. And I'll tuck them in nice and neat, you know. I'll put my lid on top here. And I'll probably give them about at least 9 minutes. And yeah, we'll enjoy.
9 minutes, you reckon?
Yep, not even that. Because there is a fair quantity of crabs in there, so I've got to stir them up. So yeah, that should be good. It's a sponsor from Alex, hey. Alex's remote crabbing. Some nice nippers here. So now we just took them out of the water. I just drained the water. So now I'm going to go and put them in the freezer for about, say, 5-10 minutes. Let them chill down to ease get the shell. And yeah, then we'll indulge. We'll see how they go.
You beauty.
Yo! Have a look. Who wants beer? Go on there. Go on there.
I'm going to give you a little sneak preview of part 3. If you enjoyed part 1 and 2, there's a really good chance you're going to love part 3. We start off with some fishing in some sheltered water around the islands before making our way out to Waiibi Fishing and Wilderness Lodge on North Island. We spend a couple of nights out there with the whole crew. You know what to do, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on part 3. In the previous episode of the series, we spent a night with professional crabbers Alex and Mullet. We did some night fishing, catching some cod and barramundi, then feasted on some mud crab for dinner. We joined part 3 of the series early in the morning, about to head out fishing in some windy conditions.
Yeah, just sleep, Froggy.
Good, buddy.
Rightio, we're going to poke out the front and see what the weather's like. Maybe see if we can catch a fish or two. The boys have got a bit of work to do. And we'll catch up with them later on this afternoon. You're going to have to put up with some annoying wind noise in this little fishing session. For me, it wouldn't be a trip to the Gulf unless it was blowing 30 knots. Well, for me, it wouldn't be a trip to the Gulf unless it was blowing 30 knots, as per usual. Ash, the skipper, is just sounding around, looking for a good spot with a nice looking bottom. I'm going to drop some baits down. And pretty much straight away, Ash hooks up to a nice blue threadfin salmon. I'm getting hits again. Yep. Ash is on. Little baby something, that's all good. What is it? Oh, good. Nice. So we get 2 types of salmon here. That's the blue threadfin, and we also get... So we get 2 types of salmon here. We get the blue threadfin, which is this one. Yeah, actually. Throw it back. What I was trying to say is we catch blue threadfin salmon and king threadfin salmon in this area. Oh, a little bit bigger blue salmon, mate.
A little bit bigger, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, that's heaps bigger.
Not a bad feed if you're hungry, eh?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Not a bad eating fish.
Awesome.
Maybe not my favourite, but...
Oh, I've got the puniest little fish in the world. Oh, oh my God. What a little legend. Oh, let's get him back. Oh, that feels better. That feels better. He's zipping around.
Catfish!
You reckon? Blue threadfin. Hey, go hard, eh? Blue salmon. Yeah, blue salmon, Froggy. Yes, Froggy, nice. What do we got here? New species, grunter. There's the little baby grunter. Another species off the list. It must be 5 or 6 species we've got so far. Triple hookups. Oh, not very good though. We've got the batfish, the tea leaf trevally, and a baby tricky snapper. Far out. We're in the nursery. I reckon we should move up to another spot and see if we can find some bigger fish. What do you reckon?
Roger, let's do that.
We have one last stop on the way home when I hook up to the fish of the day. What do we got here? Goldie! Good Goldie!
Goldie!
Lift. Yes! Lift. Very nice, Goldie! That'd near be a PB for me, eh? Seriously. We're out of the nursery. We've pulled up here. Within 8 seconds, I had first drop. Man, that is a nice Goldie. That is one of the best eating fish you'll find, eh? 50, pretty much on the dot, 50. 50 centimetre, half a metre fish, man. Good Goldie. What's the best part of the trip so far, you reckon, mate?
Oh, so far, I don't know, last night was pretty enjoyable.
Yeah,
Although,
the Crabber Shacks.
Bit disappointed you didn't make them flash drinks you're going to make.
Yeah, look, maybe. We might see an appearance of the pina colada tonight. Back from our quick little morning fishing adventure. Down here at the Crabber Shacks. Just finished packing up our stuff. Pretty much all sorted. Ash just refueling the boat here. And we're going to head over to North Island, out to Waibi Fishing and Wilderness Lodge. You've seen us out there before. We're going to go spend a couple of nights out there, and it is just freaking beautiful out there. Can't wait to show you. Now, Waibi Lodge has its name because it's located on Waibi Point on North Island. It's important that we acknowledge the traditional owners of this land and pay our respects to the elders, past and present. Recently, Waibi was visited by Linda and Stephanie, who are owners out here at Waibi and have a special connection to it. They were very proud of what Brett has achieved here and happy that this special place is in good hands.
Has there been any amazingness?
Other than that crocodile just there.
Yeah, that's pretty standard for you though.
So I've still got a few more of the boys coming. 3 more boats should be rocking up soon. Just heard on the radio we've got a few more boys rocking up shortly. So I'll keep an eye out for them. We should have some nice cold drink ready for them.
Living the dream.
How's it taste, Freddie?
Hey, beautiful.
Tropical island paradise. Sipping cocktails.
Golden sands of Waibi.
The golden sands of Waibi. Hey, is that them boys coming down the river now?
Yeah, just round the bend, mate.
Yeah, looks like it.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what time it is. It's time to get the drone up for the boys' arrival. I'll also throw in some shots I got earlier in the day to give you an idea of how spectacular this place is. So now that everyone's arrived, we have a chance to unwind and make plans for fishing tomorrow. I get put in charge of slicing the steak for dinner. Wagyu rump marble score 6-7. Alright, so we've got a little bit left over here. We're going to save that for tomorrow night. We've got some good sized steaks come off it, which we're going to enjoy. We've got some little vegetarian ones as well. Question: what do you get when you mix together a group of blokes after midnight that have been drinking all day on a secluded island? I'll tell you what you get. The first annual Golf Arm Wrestling Championship. I've got about 2 hours of footage of arm wrestling, so I'm just going to give you the short version. From what I can tell from the footage, there remain 2 blokes undefeated on the night, the 2 heavyweights, me and Ash.
No way!
Anyway, at who knows what time, we start winding down, ready for a big day tomorrow. Coming soon in part 4 of the series, we brave some rough conditions, but still managed to land some great fish. Then we head back into town to meet up with the crabbers again. We cook up some of our catch, then spend the evening celebrating a great week in the Gulf. Previously in part 3 of the series, we had a short fishing session before heading out to a remote island in the Gulf. We settled in with a few drinks while we waited for the rest of the boys to arrive. As usual, it ended up a really late night. Surprisingly, there aren't too many sore heads this morning. We plan on fishing outside this morning, so we head down to the beach to see if we can get some live mullet to use for bait. Check this out. That's where that crocodile was sitting up on the sand, maybe last night. Wow. He's not a monster, but he's not small either. You can even see where it's left lines here from his scales. Got a couple of the boys over here at the moment just casting for bait. This little bay here is usually full of mullet. What's he got there? Oh, shovel-nose shark, I think. What you got there, mate?
Shovel-nose shark there.
Yeah, awesome. Got it in the cast net, huh?
Yeah, the mad mullet did.
That's crazy. It's like...
translucent almost, yeah.
Absolutely.
Watch out to the spines on top of that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I see little spikies.
That's the back there. In back, eh?
Yeah, man.
Give him a kiss.
Brett is making a few improvements around camp here at Wayabi Fishing and Wilderness Lodge. All the boys pitch in and help unload the barge. Some building supplies and even a new stove.
I'll have to rebuild your trailer. Oh, you just did you?
Well, that's all the work done. Now it's time to play. I'm getting the VIP treatment here. I'm going on the crab boat with mullet. So Froggy's looking after me with a tolly. All the boys are all fired up. These boys are going fishing. We're doing a bit of everything over here. Thanks, Froggy. All right, we'll catch up with you guys in 10 minutes. Got some rusty old crab pots here. We've baited them up. We're just going to go quickly drop them in the water. The professional crabbers in the region have a long list of strict rules that they operate by. Since I'm using Mullet's boat, it's probably important to quickly mention that these aren't Mullet's pots. They're Ash's crab pots. He leaves them out here at Wayabi to use when he comes out to visit.
Oh, I'm good for now, Froggy. Oh, you need one up here, Bob?
Because I'm working the pots today, we've written my name and phone number on the floats. Later on in the episode, I'm going to show you some footage of Mullet working his pots when we head back into camp.
You lead the way, eh? Where you want to go? Over here?
Thanks, Froggy. Yo, beauty. We anchor up Mullet's boat at camp, then climb into Ash's big boat, 5 o'clock somewhere, so we can go fishing.
Crab boat done its job for the morning. Now the boys going for a fish.
I get asked about this boat a fair bit in the comment section. Ash has a fishing charter business called NT Coastal Fishing Charters, and 5 o'clock somewhere is the flagship vessel. It's somewhere around the 9 metre mark in length and is powered with twin 115 horsepower Yammies. If you want to go fishing with Ash on this boat, I'll put some more info in the description for you to check out.
Certainly bloody windy, but we're doing our first drop. Little spot out here in the middle of the Gulf. Oh, like 3 k's offshore.
Paternoster rig on the bottom. See how we go. Got the squid bait.
Oh, I've got a little tap. Yep.
Come on.
Nanny guy. Nice little fish. Little nanny guy.
Nah, I'm right for a minute, mate.
Goldies before coldies, mate.
Goldies. Goldies. Oh, look out.
Oh, God.
Mix him up.
There were a few little guys around, but it wasn't long before Froggy hooks up to the best fish of the entire trip. Bullfrog doesn't do a whole heap of fishing, so when he gets a good one, the boys get pretty excited.
Froggy's not a monster.
What do you call him, Froggy? Goldie? Oh, Goldie! It's a good Goldie!
Oh, Froggy. So you just hooked.
Really?
Just get him.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, the frog star.
The frog has
Froggy,
delivered.
hey, tell us the story.
Just saying.
Tell us the story.
Goldie, that'd be a PB, so.
That is a monster, Froggy. Ash, you need to hold that up for us, man. Oh, crap.
What a fish.
The fancy camera I'm using for this shot really struggled with the wind noise, so I'm sorry for the excessive voiceovers in this episode so far. For some people this will be the fish of a lifetime, but not for Froggy. He has a knack of catching big golden snapper.
Holy crap, he's taking drag. I think mullet's on over there too. I'll stay with Ash for the time being. God, look at the size of him though. He's got a big mouth, man. I don't know if these will fit over. Oh, done. There you go, released. Oh no.
So this fish is suffering from something called barotrauma. He's been plucked up from water that's about 12 metres deep, which has a lot of pressure. When he gets to the surface, there is less pressure and gases in his body expand. So he's basically blown up like a balloon. A fish that's not able to swim down by itself will most likely die. So we pull the anchor up to go grab it. Spew and I didn't get it on camera, but as Ash reached down with the gaff to hook the big cod, it managed to string a few big kicks together and disappeared back down to the depths. The boys on the other boat have had a good start to the day too. Mullet shows off Bullfrog's big golden snapper. And in response, the other fellas hold up an impressive red emperor that Gangster Dan had caught.
Measure. We're going to measure when we get back.
The water is fairly choppy, so we decide to not anchor up again and go find some birds work. The boys have been hearing all morning about how I want to catch a tuna today.
I'll rig up. I'll get seasick. Oh, that felt like a hit. Yep, another hit. Yep, on. Gone. Ah, back on. Oh, yes, that's a good one. Woohoo! Oh, it might take me a little minute to get him in, but one more. All right, we're on top of him. Yeah.
Oh. Right in the front.
Okay, got it. Yes.
You wanted one of these, eh?
I really wanted a tuna. I'm gonna come down the step. Oh, far out, he's got some go. Oh.
Mikey just hooked on a nice tuna here. Case him in the boat. What was it, a little vibe, was it? Yeah,
Yeah. Oh man, there's little balls of muscle, eh?
So you wanted to catch a tuna, you've been after tuna all morning, you've seen some birds working, you can see the birds in the distance there. They were hitting the water. Now, Mikey just chucked out this little vibe and yeah, we hooked up. Might see some colour in a minute.
Yeah, we will, I reckon.
Oh yeah, get the mixed bag today.
Long tail.
Nice one. You bring him in close there. Look at that. Oh, nice fish. You go underwater this thing?
Yeah.
Put underwater? You go underwater, eh?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
I think that's gonna be good footage.
Oh man, that's nice.
All right, here we go. We're going to do one circle. Here it is. Here it is. Yes. And we've bled him too. Quick bleed. Haha, you'll be guilty.
All good?
Man, I wanted tuna. Oh, my mouth's so dry. I went tuna. Need a bit. Yeah, man, I really wanted that tuna, eh?
Awesome.
Thanks, mate. All right, well, you hold. Oh, look at that. He it. He'll probably still catch a fish.
Yes. You wanted it, eh? You wanted the tuna?
So it's a long tail tuna. Pretty good on the chew. I really wanted to get one because I bought a couple of ingredients for a marinade. But that fish there, man, they're just a solid ball of muscle. You probably saw the reel screaming. And yeah, they're good fun to catch. Oh, they take it out of you.
With the weather not comfortable to be outside in, we decide to head back into Waiibi and check the crab pots on our way in.
Righto, we're back close to home here. Back to where we dropped the crab pots this morning. It doesn't feel heavy.
Oh, no crab, man.
Oh, crab.
Nothing.
No crab, man.
What, eh?
Leave this one in the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, stack him.
Stack him. No crab.
Nothing.
No crab.
So none of the pots had anything in them, nothing. Mullet suggests we drop them in a lot closer to the mangroves and let them soak overnight. After such a massive night last night, things were a lot quieter this evening. I'm pretty sure I was asleep before the sun had set. The final shot of the day I found when looking through my footage was of the welcoming committee when we arrived back in the boat for the day.
All right, all the boys hooking in for the big pack up now. Yesterday when we checked the crab pots for a little sneaky peek on the way back in, they were all empty. Not one crab, not even a little one. So we ended up moving them all in closer to the mangroves, and there was a big low tide overnight and it's come in a heap. And hopefully with that movement, we might actually find some crabs this morning. So as we head out, we're gonna check the pots on our way home. All packed up, mate?
All packed up, mate. Ready to roll.
I've got some good news.
Yep.
Bullfrog has a carton of tallies on ice in there.
Oh, beautiful.
Okay, we have movement. It's pretty sweet setup. Brett bringing all our gear down on the trailer. Alex, he's gonna just paddle out, check those crab pots for us.
Yeah, about other 3 jerry cans, I'm right.
Alright, we're over at the Mad Mullets boat. Me and him are jumping in and we're gonna go check these pots. Very light. Nothing. Alright, not the best start. Pulled the first pot and we got nothing. Oh, we got crab! Woo-hoo-hoo! Big buck. And female.
Alright, so all I've done now is went around the back flippers here. Over the left one, right one. That's him.
Oh yeah, man.
Nice one, eh?
Do you guys come out during the night and put that in the pot? We have nothing. Come on, I've got a good feeling about this one. Oh, a fish just jumped out of it. Oh, we got one.
Oh yeah.
Two. We got two. Yeah, man.
And the other one.
Get out of there, you bastard. Another two to add to the list. Ah, nothing. Oh, we got at least one. One buck, little buck. Come, brother. Here we go.
It's not too good, but yeah, that one we'll have to chuck back.
Yeah, Roger, not hard.
Didn't sound right, but yeah, he's pretty much like 65, I reckon. That's alright.
Yeah, rightio.
Yeah, that one.
There you go, a little tub of crab. Not bad considering it's not really much work. We just go throw the pots out yesterday morning on our way out fishing. Went out, caught a few fish. And this morning, just as we're leaving, just went and picked them all up. Got a good feed. Mullet here is going to stay in convoy with us for the first little bit. So man, thanks Ace for letting us utilise your crab boat to do those pots. Certainly a good couple of nights here out on the island, eh?
Yeah, that was lovely.
Hey Ash, and those pots up there, if there was customers of Weeby that saw this video and wanted to throw some crab pots in, they can use them, no dramas?
Yeah.
Sweet. Yeah, you got to put your name and phone number, and that's it really on the float. Yeah, that's NT rules.
Very much.
I love my froggy. Thanks mate, legend. Just forgot to say goodbye to Brett and Eve.
On the radio. Stop me bleeding.
As usual, your amazingness has been a pleasure to be with. Copy that. Signing off. We be out.
The trip home from Wallaby Lodge on North Island back to camp at King Ash Bay is about 75 kilometres, so we usually take it fairly easy on the trip and do it in about 2 hours. But today we're stopping about halfway back because I want to show you some footage of Mullet working his crab pots. No point using the audio from this section because it sounds like this. I might add, it was also really hard to video. These professional crabbers only have one speed, flat out. Even when Mullet stops to check a crab pot, you'll see he never takes the boat out of gear. The pot is emptied of crabs, rebaited and thrown back into the water before I know what's going on with the camera zoomed right up. On a really good day, he'll get 2 or 3 keepers per pot. This surprised me a little. In my head, I'd imagined they would have pots overflowing with crab like you see on the Deadliest Catch, but it couldn't be further from the truth. These mud crabbers work really hard for each and every crab.
One super.
Going
Yep,
like that.
that's it, yeah, just pick him up. Yeah.
There we go.
We pull up inside the creek out of the wind and Mullet gives me a lesson on how to tie a mud crab. He makes it look so easy. Now don't go anywhere because we still have plenty left in this episode, but I just thought I'd quickly tell you that although this episode, part 4, is the big finale, I'm actually going to be making a part 5 as well. There's loads of bits and pieces from throughout the trip that I've left out, and I'm going to put them all into part 5. Oh, just a granny knot?
Granny knot, yep.
Yep.
Pull it around real tight, yep.
Yep.
Then hold your foot on top of the string like that. Yep, so go back up on top of your foot.
Oh yeah?
Then do another one. Pull it down tight.
Okay.
Yep, and that's him. That's how you tie a crab up.
Looks like he's secured.
Yeah, he is.
Okay. Should be what, 5 minutes? How long's that camera been going for? For just over 4 minutes. Unreal. Boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. Goes down like 3 mil. And every single spot on his 6-pack.
Yeah.
That back one's okay, but
Yeah. Now that one there, if you cracked him open, tried eating him, there'd be nothing in there.
you'd find tourists would get a crab like that and think that's gonna feed 2 people, but the reality is there's no meat in him.
Yeah.
Far out. Wicked, man. Thanks for showing me to do that.
Yeah, awesome.
So we need to cut the string and throw him over.
Yep.
Wow.
That's it. Send him home.
There you go.
Send him home.
See you later, buddy. All right, see you, mate. Ah, yes. Well, there it is. Home sweet home. About 90% unpacked. Just got a couple of eskies to bring up now. Right, our boys just sitting here enjoying a few beers. I'm gonna get some of the fish we caught out of the esky, gonna fillet them up, put the old GoPro on the head, and you should be able to see what I'm up to.
Nice fish.
Nice little goldie. This is the one we got, oh, I don't know, I've lost track of time, 2 afternoons ago. Chopped up that golden snapper into little pieces. We're gonna batter it today. We are not going fancy. We literally have an instant batter from the shop. Oh yeah, crikey, that's good. Come on, you bastard, get out of there. Okay, there it is. Oh yeah. We'll quickly grab a fillet off this tuna. I saw a friend on Facebook do a soy and maple marinade, so I thought I'd give that a crack. I've never filleted a tuna before, and it's heaps different. Not bad for a first effort. Yeah, look at that. Big roll of bones down here I'll have to get rid of. I might even actually slice down there and then skin. Oh, I'm not sure. It's just so different to like the usual sort of reef species and barra. It's so different. I would almost peel the skin off. Interesting. So these are my 2 bits here. This is all one fillet that I've trimmed up. I'm actually going to cut sideways into like little steaks. I'm going to make them about that thick. Thanks, Froggy. Got me the plate. So that's the size of the steaks. So I want a good marinade to go into them. More surface area to marinate. I can feel bones, man, far out. There you go. That's fairly impressive looking meat, isn't it? Impressive looking assistant over here as well. Just brought me a fresh beer. Thanks, Froggy.
Teamwork, mate.
Thanks, mate. All I want to do is literally grab soy and maple, mix it together with the fish, mix it through, then put it in the fridge and let it sit. That's got to marinate overnight. You'll see this cooked up for us by the crabbers later on in this episode. As day 6 comes to an end, I send the drone up at Frogs Hollow so you can see the mighty MacArthur River at King Ash Bay Fishing Club and the surrounding area from the air. First shot of the day, fuel going in. Big breakfast adventure. The boys have got me on the big quacker. This is the utility vehicle. We've got the barbecue on the front, Esky on the back. Bullfrog's going to be on the big DR650, his bike. And then Ash has got the big Grizz, Yamaha Grizzly. Looks like the boys are good to go. It's Don running the crab truck today. He's heading down the boat ramp. Meet all the crabbers down there. We might go visit them a bit later on. See how their catch was for the week. So we're pulling up for our first beer of the morning. Nice little spot. I might even get the drone up here just to show you how ridiculous this country is out here. Nah, man, she ran like a dream, mate.
Yeah, it's a cracker's good.
Yeah, cheers, mate. There's just hundreds and hundreds of these big ant mounds around this area. There's the boys around the barbecue enjoying a beer. I think Bullfrog's got bacon and eggs for us, so it should be a good way to get the day started. That's how we do it. Sensational job, Froggy. Yes. That's how we do it, boys.
We're coming in.
Oh, Froggy's coming in. Bloody beautiful. Put the lid on. Yes, that's unreal. There you go, mate.
Oh, cheers,
I
Rob.
think Froggy's got some barbecue sauce over here. He does. Yeah. Just finished breakfast. Gonna head down to the boat ramp, catch up with the crabbers down there, see them loading up their catch for the week.
Is that boat going to touch this boat now? That boat there.
Phew, that's cold. You on there, Mad Mullet?
Not too bad, eh? Just unloaded Uncle's crabs here. He done well this week.
Sea crabbers, it's Sunday's your big day coming
That's
to town,
it.
unload the
So
crab. And
today's the day that we let our hair down, you know, as you can see in the wind.
so the other night we didn't let our hair down?
Nah, that was a muck around. That was a work day. But today's actually a relaxed day, you know.
Make sure crocodile doesn't hit you. Hey, you okay? You've been swimming. You're wet.
How are you, man?
Oh, living the dream, mate. Good to see
Oh, you're a big boy. He come down to have a beer with you, Tim.
Oh, no. One time and beer was easy.
As you can probably tell, this is a well-oiled machine. They take turns as each boat comes in to load their crab, and all the other boys pitch in to help. The boat ramp at King Ash Bay is a big 2-lane ramp, so people can still get their boats in and out of the water on the other side of the truck for the short amount of time that the crabs are being loaded. Mad Mullet's up next. Yeah, so Mullet's catch for the week, all crated up. Just a little sneaky peek there, little wet bags there. There you go. All live crab, tied up, nice and moist. I'll survive the plane ride all the way down to Melbourne. There you go, mate. Good to see you. Oh, living the dream, mate. Is there a particular order or just go up?
Yep, just straight up there, yep.
Only red blue basket. Oh, yeah.
You lifting look like nothing else.
Oh, yeah.
Slow down, slow down, slow down.
Reckon they'll give me a job, mate?
I reckon Michael.
So crab goes on, bait comes off for this week.
Yep.
Oh, here comes Brett.
Hey, join boys.
Going on, Brad.
Still alive.
Still kicking.
Oh, that's good.
Take her out, Mikey.
Take her out. Just take it out backwards. Got him. So that's all the work done for the day as the truck starts its big journey to Darwin. The only question left now is who can get back to camp the fastest. So we spend the whole afternoon with the crabbers. It starts out all about the food. What? This one? Oh, it smells amazing.
And we put ginger, garlic.
Remember that barramundi mullet caught 3 nights ago? What? What do you even call that? What is that? A big
Steamer.
It's a steamer. It's just the biggest one I've ever seen.
Big steamer, that's all.
Oh, wow.
Where you come
Oh, no,
from?
that's the tuna. Oh,
You want
yeah.
some lemon with this?
If you think that'll go with it, then you're in charge. You're in charge.
Lemon.
The food just keeps coming and coming from all directions.
Red dog and this one, pups.
Oh, what that one? Oh, wow. Wow. I'm so glad I didn't cook that because that looks amazing.
It's like eating honey chicken, eh?
Oh my God. So that maple is like caramelized on the outside. Wow. Oh.
So good. So good.
What do you think, Bree?
Yeah.
Any good?
Yeah. Said tuna there the other day?
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, sensational, Drew.
It's pretty good, eh? Oh, Monday. Oh,
Barbecue duck.
barbecue duck.
All the crabber, only the weekend we have party.
Yeah, Sunday, day off.
Yeah. Like that, the skin.
Oh, look at that skin. Look at
You try.
that. Okay. Oh.
Good.
Yeah, oh, look at this. I'm getting looked after. Got the whole hind quarter here. That is freaking beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Wow.
Don't worry, everybody does it.
Oh, man.
What do you think there, AG?
Living the dream, mate.
Yeah, I was thinking that too.
Living the dream.
Now that we've finished feasting on some incredible food, things start to get a bit steamy. This series has been the biggest I've ever taken on. On the trip, I took 7 cameras and came home with almost 800 gigabytes of footage in over 1,300 individual video files. I've got a 1,000 kilometre drive back to Darwin, so I've got some time to thank the people that made this series possible. Ash and Katie, without you two, there would be no series. Anyone watching that's planning a trip to King Ash Bay can help me repay them by checking out NT Coastal Fishing Charters and the King Ash Bay Lodge. Tell them Mikey sent ya. Big thanks to Bullfrog for ensuring I had an ice cold beer in my hand every second of the trip. If you see him around camp at King Ash Bay, ask him if you can try some of his homemade beef jerky. Just stay clear of batch number 3. Eve and Brett, the Emperor of North Island from Waibi Fishing and Wilderness Lodge. Thank you for having us out on the island. It's such a magical place. All of the crabbers, your hospitality is just amazing. Especially Alex and Mad Mullet, who we spent a lot of time with this trip. And thanks to everyone else involved along the way, including Gangster Dan and the Bubbler brothers, Damo and Jack.
Well, I've driven 9 hours so far today. Which is exciting because that means there's only an hour till I get home.
And the reason I'm so excited is I get to see my family. The biggest thank you has to go to my wife, Jazzy. With the help of some amazing grandparents, Jazz stayed home looking after 2 babies while I went off on the trip of a lifetime. So this was the big finale, but I've still got enough footage from throughout the trip to make a small part 5, so keep an eye out for that one. Part 5. If you haven't seen parts 1 to 4 of my series in the Gulf, don't watch this one yet. Start with part 1 and you'll end up here in about an hour and a half. And I promise the title of this video will make sense a little bit later. So what we're doing in this episode is checking out some extra bits and pieces that didn't make it into the series for one reason or another. We'll also have a look at some of my favourite parts of the series. So let's start strong by checking out the fish of the day for each fishing trip we did throughout the series. Our first time fishing in the series was way upstream chasing barra. The fish of the day award goes to me with this nice barra. Yep, big.
Oh, yes.
Oh, he's only just hooked.
Yeah, I'll try and grab him if you want.
Look, I've got the leader. Unorthodox, but it's in the boat. Yes. Unreal. Look at that. The following day, Ash began his transformation into the codfather. The fish of the day that day was this big fat cod he caught. Oh, nice cod. Yes. The next morning, we poked outside the mouth of the river. We caught so many small fish that morning, but just in time, I saved the day with this golden snapper. Goldie, good Goldie. Man, that is a nice Goldie. That is one of the best eating fish you'll find, eh? Once we got out to the islands, the chance to catch impressive fish increases. And Bullfrog delivered not only the fish of the day, but the fish of the trip. Oh, Goldie! It's a good Goldie!
Oh, Froggy! So you just just get him.
Yes! Yes!
Oh, the frog star!
While we're still out at the island, I thought I'd show you this clip of the boys casting for bait. On this morning, the mullet were really hard to find, but we came across some in the mouth of this tiny creek.
Don't go in that corner there. He's just laying in there, eh?
100%.
Yeah, he squiggled his way over.
Yeah. That's its spot right there.
The problem is a big crocodile lives here.
Nah, don't even do it.
Just one
time. Leave it alone.
Just one time.
Nah, stopping you there.
That's what if Mikey flew the drone up here yesterday, you could see him sitting here, eh?
Oh, true.
Yeah. This is the exact spot we're standing at the afternoon before when I had the drone up.
Oh, is that the slide mark too?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man, I wouldn't get any closer to that.
Yeah. Just have you throw and get the back.
See you right, boys.
Can't on the 4 metre he comes in.
No harm done today, but look, this could have been a whole heap worse. If that croc had been laying there in the water, who knows what would have happened. Up next, we're going to rewind a little back to the start of the trip. As we were finishing cooking up breakfast at a rock bar, we noticed a bird that seemed to be struggling over on the riverbank. Ash managed to pick him up and we named him Ralph. We come across this little guy, he was just struggling along the bank here. And Ash has been able to pretty much just walk up and pick it up. At first he seemed to have a damaged left wing, but after Ash put him back on the ground, he seemed to have movement back in that wing. He seemed very happy to have a drink of fresh water. Don't know. Yep, he drank that. He 100% drank that.
Yeah, he's keen for it.
Not exactly sure what's wrong with the little guy. So I've left him a little tub of fresh water. We'll see what the situation is when we come past on the way home. All right, we're on our way back now and we can't see Ralphie, the bird. I have a little theory that his wing may have been dislocated, and when Ash picked him up, it popped back into place. Oh, he's well and truly gone. That's the happy ending I'm going with anyway. Okay, so let's get back to fishing. On our final day of fishing, after I caught that tuna, the weather was pretty bad. Ash actually took us up a tiny creeky nose where we could get out of the wind. But to fish there, we needed to get some bait first.
Big mullet.
Oh, you got a couple of fish.
There was a barra just come straight out too.
Oh, a couple, yeah. That's a big diamond scale mullet. Hey. Look at that. That is a big mullet. Big diamond scale mullet, they're called. What do you call them, mate? Tiger mullet.
Tiger mullet, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we just had to get out of that wind, so we found a little tiny creek up here. You can see the tops of the mangrove still moving, so it's plenty windy out there, but in here it's nice and calm. We've managed to get some mullet, some live bait, and just got a few lines out. We're going to chill here for a while. Oh.
Mikey.
Phil,
Okay. Good head shake, eh?
I'm still rolling. It's cod, it feels like cod. No, it's a Jack. Nice Jack.
Oh, come on. Yes.
See if we can get my bait back as well. And it's in the boat. Yeah, man. This trip is just insane. Another species to add to the list. Mangrove Jack. I reckon we'll let him fight another day.
Put the thing in the water.
Off he goes. Boom. Now let's talk drone shots. This is the most I've ever used a drone for a video, and I got some of my favourite footage of the trip using the drone. Here's my top 10 favourite drone shots for the trip. While we're talking about the drone, there's one more shot that I need to show you. So I'm standing next to the mad mullet showing him how easy it is to fly the drone, and he asked me a question about the obstacle avoidance sensors. So I say, oh yeah, check this out, it won't let me fly forward if it's going to hit something. So I push forward on the controller, and unfortunately for poor Koya, I forgot that I had the drone in sport mode. Sport mode turns all the sensors off. It sliced his arm up pretty good, but he was actually more worried about the drone than his arm. It was pretty embarrassing. So that's probably a good spot to end the video. Thanks heaps for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.